one of the highlights for this conference is seeing all of us come together. We've known each other for a really long time because a lot of us have been going to MYMUN for almost 6-7 years for people who have been seniors. So being able to come back every year and seeing all these faces and being able to come together and seeing us for the last time, I think that has been the highlight of this conference.
I think also Datin Paduka Marina Mahathir's speech was really interesting because she brought in perspectives about equity and equality that none of the delegates from any of the schools could bring in, and it allowed them to think more about equality rather than just equity.
Well, initially, before I joined MUN, I was one of the most shyest. I just would not go up. I'm not a good public speaker at all. However, after 6 years of doing Model United Nations, I was able to break out of that shell, and I had this new confidence that I'm able to bring out, and that's what I was able to get from this conference. Or in MUN overall.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I think MUN, blatantly, it allowed me to see some kind of horrors in the world, and I think it gave my life a new purpose. So I think what the delegates are doing today, what the delegates are going to do throughout the conference, it'll show them why they're here and why their perspectives matter.
I think last year all of us were officers, and so we were all like presidents of different committees. And while that was pretty exciting and we got to do a lot of great things like work with delegates closely, it was even more exciting this year to be part of the leadership team, partly because it's the leadership team, and of course it's the fact that we actually get to plan this incredible conference, and that's pretty incredible because last year we were on the ground, but this time we actually got to plan and set everything up for those people, and I think that feeling of satisfaction you get when everything comes together really helps.
Yeah, I agree with Deep. Like, all of us last year were student officers for MYMUN. So I guess it is very much different from being a student officer to a secretariat member, but it was definitely a great change. Like, the secretariat team, like, to be able to work so closely with them and just become such great friends it was definitely a great experience for me.
I think that I really found it like enjoyable being able to finally, after all of these years, give back to the MUN community. Like, all of the experiences I built up, all of the friendships that I've made, all of the skills that I've acquired, it's so rewarding, it's so fulfilling to be able to finally give all of what I've learned to those following in my footsteps, along all of our footsteps.
Something great about this experience is the fact that I got to work with the best team ever, like people who are very understanding, like understood and processed everybody's ideas and accepted it. Something I learned was definitely that although it can be competitive, things like MUN generally a very competitive club, working together in a leadership team, it really requires almost a higher level of teamwork, where the main focus is to make the best conference possible. And so putting everything aside just to ensure and achieve the goal, it's definitely something new that I've learned.
For me, it was mostly about kind of having a personal challenge and doing something different that I've never done before. My past was in debate, so this was really different, and it's been great to work with such a fantastic group of kids who I'm super proud of, and it's just been a really great experience.
Well, preparing for anything like this, it takes an awful lot of people and an awful lot of time to prepare for it, and that was probably the toughest part, but also dealing with the last minute changes. You have to be flexible, be able to shift on the fly, and that's probably the toughest part of this, bringing so many people together.
I have found every participant to be so impressive in the choice that they made to be here, and to be so committed in their preparation. They're so professionally dressed. So yeah, they've just been very impressive to see the interaction happening.
Mine was working with the students. They make the conference go. There's no way that all three of us could do everything that the students have done, and that they really need to be applauded for that.
Absolutely. I mean, without the kids, there wouldn't even be a point to having the conference. So, I mean, that's the whole reason that we're doing this. So, that's absolutely the reason to do it.
Yes, and just the fact that you put so much value, just the value that you put into this vision of doing this MUN experience, I think that is definitely worth contributing to.